Hello, gentlemen. At this point, I have created 97 albums, and there's over 4,200 photos in them. I thought I'd make a little video just to make sure everyone knows how to use it. Hopefully, you already all do, but I'll just go through a few tips and how to use it for anyone that needs it. So, the first thing you'd want to do is open your Google account. There's mine, Dave McMahon. And if you pop up here and click, you'll be getting email notifications every time there's a new album shared to you. Um, from there, that'll be a shortcut, a link to the new album. But mostly what you'll want to do once you know what that is go down here to photos, click that, and you'll see this is my Google Photos. There's a little bit of personal stuff in it, but most of it's this Wallace stuff. And at that point, you would want to go to sharing. So you'll see there's a red notification, and that tells me one new thing has happened in the shared albums. It could be a notification of a new album, new photos added by somebody, or likes and comments could have been added. So when you click on that, when you can see this one's in bold, and that means there's been activity, new activity. In this case, I already know that's a new album that's been shared to me. It would also highlight like that if someone had added photos, if someone had liked a photo, or if someone had made a comment. And they will always be in bold, and it will move them usually to the top, although every now and then I find one farther down that's bold, meaning something's happened. These are all the 97 albums that I've shared. But so when something new happens, it usually goes to the top. So those don't stay in order very well. I'll show you how we can add those in a bit into your albums without taking up your storage space down here. You can download these albums, photos, and everything, but you only get 15 gigabytes of free storage. I have other stuff on here that I have downloaded. But so all these are actually going to be in a Wallace Camp Google account. And when you just use sharing, it'll just basically be a link to that album. So I'll just show you at this point. So if we click on this, we can go into the album, and at this point we can go down. There are options at the top. You can order prints from there. I'm not sure who they order from. I've never used them. This one is pretty important. I'd like everybody that has photos to use this and add it to the right album, and you can click that and you can add photos. If you click it, it will go into all your photos on Google, and you can select from there to add to an album if you keep a lot of photos in Google. If you have them on your computer, click this and it will open up, and you can select them from your computer, from file folders or wherever. I'm going to cancel that, and I'm going to get out of this, add to album. So here's the other one that's I think is important, I'd like everyone to use, is activity. This is to just view the activity. This is to save the photos, so you can save them to your Google account. There's also an option to actually download them right to your computer. More options in here. You can play a slideshow. You can download them all. This is the one I was saying. If you click this show in albums, it will show it in your photo albums, but it won't download them to that. So it'll and then they'll stay organized better. In the sharing tab, they all just new stuff goes to the top, new stuff goes to the top. So it keeps them moving around. But if you add show in albums, they will show in your albums. I will click this one now, show in albums, and now if I just go back and I go to my albums, and I've added all the albums so far that have been shared, so that's some family ones and stuff, but these are the early Wallace ones. So now these are all in order by date, and you can sort that right here by album title. And that will keep them. I've tried to label them all fairly. They go by the hunts, and then they go into some of the work trips and some of the summer trips and spring trips. But if I go all the way down here in albums, this new one is now here. And it notices that it's a shared album, but now it's here. And I can do stuff from here, and it stays in order with all these other albums. So that's a little trick that's kind of handy. If we go back to sharing, so that's the album, the work trip from 2021 fall. And I'm still in the sharing folder. I could do this from my albums though too. So I go all the way back and I click on it. So now I'm back where I was, but it's organized better in the album section. And now if I just click this view activity, if I say something, this will go as a comment about the whole album. And I can click like the heart, and that will like the whole album. So I can do those. If I close out the activity, and I just click on a specific photo. So we'll just kind of scroll through here. So we'll click on the big wasp nest. Now I can go down here and I can just click the heart, and that will like it, and that will go to the notifications. So everyone who is part of these shared albums will get a notification that Dave McMahon liked this photo. I can also click say something, and this is what I think is pretty interesting. I think it will be fun if everyone gets involved a little bit in some comments. So I can say, wow, I'm not very fast at typing. That's huge. I do that, I click send, goes up here, it says who did it and what they did. So I've liked it, I've added a comment. I can close that out to get down to size. You'll also see that it says 1. It's been liked. So even if I go back to the main album, so when you're scrolling this, if you want to see, you can see, someone made a comment. There's a little 1 there. So that shows activity. And again, if we go up to activities, it will say Dave McMahon liked this photo and Dave McMahon commented on the same photo. It shows there. If I click that, it brings it up, and click here, and I can see the comment. So other guys can comment. We'll know who made what comment. I think that's pretty handy.